That thing ain't running, dude.
I wish I could break like you and do the things that you
First arrived at the University of Chicago picket site to find many students and locals eager to challenge the infamous Westboro Baptist Church. While some raised their voices in protest, others, like this woman, simply watched in amazement.
They hate the very people that made this country free for them. They're so against the military and everything else that's given them the rights that they have.
Like many onlookers, she was also especially baffled by a small child's involvement in the picket.
She whispers to him once in a while and he kind of moves out of her way or something, but I don't know if he even knows what he's doing.
Having learned that the only female church representative was the boy's mother, I wondered if she was at all hesitant to bring along her son. Unexpectedly, she was willing to comment.
The Lord says to teach your children. Part of that is we're supposed to warn. We're supposed to warn the living about their sin. So we teach that to our children by actually bringing them with us to tell them how we do that.
Feeling lucky to have one of the demonstrators' attention, I took the opportunity to investigate why such a radical group would choose Chicago to demonstrate.
We're all over the country, it doesn't matter where we are, but Chicago at times. But today came about because of a humanitarian award going to be given tonight, and Tom Brokaw speaking.
My first WBC interview failed to give me a clear sense of their rationale, but even nearby protesters struggled to explain the specific importance of speaking out against the group. Their signs were bold and brightly colored, but their comments seemed somewhat uncertain.
Well, it's one of those things where they're so ingrained with this idea that they're right that you can't really change their mind. So the best thing to do with them is just kind of ignore them. I was just really excited. You know, I've been watching these people for years. I never thought I'd see them in real life. You know. Across the street.
Dissenters like Chad were unfazed by the picketers' hostility.
I believe anybody has the right to try to, you know, persuade others on their opinion and, you know, try to negotiate peace, you know, and a common understanding amongst each other.
This former DePaul student found a creative way to peacefully protest.
We're mailing these out to the WBC with a nice thank you letter that says their presence in Chicago helped, you know, fund gay rights activism and AIDS research. The basis of this little fundraiser is all the money that I collect tonight is going to go to charities that they target, and the donations are going to be made in the name of Fred Phelps and the Phelps family and, you know, the Westboro Baptist Church.
Before Westboro's departure, picket organizer John Phelps made remarks that confirmed their overall mindset. Members were allowed to answer questions, but most responses were saturated with confusing biblical references. The most detailed responses addressed their internet presence.
Could you explain it briefly for me?
No.
No?
Yeah, I can briefly. They said there will come a time when it'll be like there's no more fruit on the trees. But unto them were committed the oracles of God, especially since the age of the internet. It's so easy now to log on and get an account and publish.
Many other college reporters were conflicted as the action subsided. Had the masses of protesters prevailed, or had the WBC once again succeeded in disturbing the peace?
I think that no matter where they go, they're going to get received poorly, liberal or not. Even conservatives are kind of against them. From what I've heard about them, it's a family, so I think we're really trying to wait for them to die out. Total cult, and it's a cult mindset.
want to read some of it.